This is a film about the practice teaching visit to Port Moresby by myself and my ASOPA students towards the end of 1961. Here we're overlooking the outskirts of Port Moresby and the vast harbour, overlooking the village of Porabadu, which is to the northwest of Port Moresby, and this village was largely built out over the water, as you can see here. Now we're going to pay a visit to the KOKI markets in Port Moresby on a Saturday morning. Many people from the outlying villages come to the markets by their native outrigger catamarans called lakatois, and there are many of them drawn up on the beach near the markets. This is a picture of an early lakatoi, and this postage stamp was issued by the government in 1952. Here is a typical Mekio gentleman with his fuzzy-wuzzy hairdo. Many of them are selling betel nuts, which is the fruit of the areca palm. This is the delicious innards of a turtle hanging up here. Many other foodstuffs, or cow as it's called, are sold, such as taro, yam and sweet potato, which were the staple diets of the Papuans back then, and probably still are, as well as bananas, pineapples, coconuts, papaya. There was not very much evidence of green vegetables at this particular market. This is a very typical looking tattooed Papuan lady. The betel nut is said to be a psychoactive substance similar to nicotine. It is chewed along with lime, which leaves a very, very red mixture in the mouth and on the lips. Here we see a family on their lakatoi or on their catamaran. This is probably their only home, and there we see they have their fire ready to cook their food. Now we're going to go and have a look at the Kaugere Public School where our students were practice teaching. This is the morning assembly. They are singing the British National Anthem before marching into the class. The children are very well dressed and seem to enjoy the regimentation. The class is an open, thatched roof building in which two classes share the space, facing opposite ends. And here they are getting ready for their class. And now we go outdoors to have a look at some of the activities out there. Here is a little PE class about to begin, and alongside them is a reading class out under the trees where it's a little bit cooler. Now this game was called Beat the Ball. The idea of it is for one team member to run around the circle and try to beat the ball being passed around by the other team. Here is a lovely example of a poinciana tree, which were very prolific in this area. Now we are seeing a game called Bomb the Centre. In this game, they had to try to hit the ones in the circle had to try to hit the children in the centre of the circle with the ball to put them out. The team which lasted the longest in the centre was the winning team. You know, these games were new to these children, and they loved doing this, and the many other games that they were introduced to. Now we're going to see some of the activities of the younger children. Walk like a crab. You'll notice that the playground in the background there was made of volcanic ash. Kick your legs like a frog. Swing your arms like an elephant's trunk. Now notice that new classroom in the background as part of the school. And learn to catch a ball. This would have been a very new activity for these children. This is a tunnel ball relay, which they participated in with great fun and enthusiasm. And these boys are doing some partner activities. Help your partner stand on his hands, and other balance activities in pairs. And these fellows look very, very pleased with themselves. And the lap is not really the right thing to be wearing for this one. Now these children are doing just what I asked them to do. Run towards the camera and jump for joy.